everyone, and welcome back to another video. So today I've got two books to review with. They're both romances. I did want to take a little bit of a break from fantasy. I've been reading a lot of it. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but sometimes it's really good to have a palate cleanser. And both of these books that I read were very, very good, very lighthearted, funny even, and it was just nice to try a different genre. So the first book that I read was by Ali Hazelwood, and it's called Not in Love. This one is about really it's like two scientists. One, he ended up not finishing his degree, and the book tells you why. But then the girl scientist, she has like an emphasis on trying to figure out how to keep food fresher. So these two actually meet on an app. And it's supposed to be more of like a one-time thing. You meet up, you have sex pretty much, and then you never see each other again. At least that is our girl Rue's rule. Well, in the beginning of the book, the two main characters meet up. You have Rue and then Eli, who is the other main character. And Eli is instantly infatuated by her. And he has this instinct to try to take care of her, especially when he sees some guy trying to talk to Rue when he walks in, and he's kind of being aggressive, not in the way of physicality, but speaking wise. So it ended up being a good first meetup, and they did end up kissing, but Rue gave him her number, and it was partly because she felt something interesting as well with him, so she was thinking about breaking her rule. Well, then the next day at her work, he walks in with two other people who apparently own this equity firm that has taken over the loan of her company. And so she's flabbergasted. So then, it's up and down, back and forth. He wants more from her. She's not sure if she can give it, but she still wants to be around him. So it's it's a very good read. And both of them have their past issues, and they're working on it really together through their interactions. So this was just such a great read, and Ali Hazelwood does, I think, a really, really good job. She's good at writing characters, and multiple different characters as well. So this is the first book, I think, where it went back and forth between the main female character and the main male character. So I thought that was really interesting. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty positive this is, but I really, really liked this. It was quick-paced, not too quick, which was nice, and again, easy to read. So if you're wanting something to be kind of a palate cleanser, I would definitely recommend picking up this book. I also would recommend any of her other books. This is the fifth one that I've read by her. But yes, super, super good. Definitely at some point I will be reading it again. Then the next book that I just got done reading is People We Meet on Vacation, and that is by the romance queen herself, Emily Henry. This is the third book I've read by Emily Henry, and I have just loved everything she's written. This one is more of a friends to lovers trope, and I really like it. She has it broken up into different parts, so it's basically these two friends, and each summer they go on a summer trip. So you've got present day, which is this summer, and then she's got past dialogue, which is paced of like 10 summers ago or 9 summers ago, and so on and so forth. So you're seeing kind of like how the characters got to where they're at now through the past experiences that they've had together. And I just absolutely love both these characters. You're reading from one perspective, the main female perspective, and her name is Poppy. And she's very different. She loves to travel. She's into like 60s, 70s style clothing. She's, I would say, outgoing. But also she feels like she doesn't fit in either. And the only person that she's ever felt like she's fit in with is her friend that she met in college her freshman year, Alex. They're actually both from the same town, Linfield, Ohio, and they end up going to the same college. Now, she meets him at the beginning of her freshman year. They see each other off and on through parties and whatnot, but they don't talk. Well, then she needs a ride home, and so Alex is heading that direction anyway for the summer, and so they go together. And so that's kind of where the friendship starts in this book. And so then you get to see them take their summer trips together. You get to kind of, you know that something happened in one of the trips. And you know basically a kind of timeline, but you don't know what happened. And so you're trying to guess throughout the book, especially in the, like, this summer portion chapters. And you kind of find out before you read the chapter of like that last summer trip. So then really it's just like a confession, and then a what do I really want discussion and thought process for the main character. What is she willing to give up what she has? Is she willing to sacrifice, or what can she do to make this right and to get everything that she wants? This was just very, very lighthearted. I loved the fact of a friends to lovers trope, and Emily Henry just does such a good job. I do have one more book by her on my shelf. I haven't read it yet, but I just have loved everything by her, and if you haven't picked her up yet, please pick her up. She is a fantastic author. And I mean, any other romance books that you guys happen to have read and you think that I would like, I would love to know in the comments. And let me know if you've read anything by Emily Henry and Allie Hazelwood. I would absolutely love to know. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and be good people.
When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you lost, oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up trust.